Aesthetics and Spa in Dallas, Texas. And we are about to start demonstrating an O2toDerm Oxygen Facial. We are the only distributor here who has this system that has all three functions of the LED, the pure oxygen with the anion, and the spray therapy that has the ampules. So, like I was saying, this is a really great treatment for all types of skin. No one is really contraindicated because, again, it's just pure oxygen and phototherapy. Most people are not going to have a problem doing this facial, even anyone who's sensitive. It's a really great treatment for those acne clients, your sensitive clients, aging clients. Really great for hyperpigmentation with the LED light. And then the positive health benefits that I was talking about with the respiratory side of it, when you are breathing in that pure oxygen, you're getting such a pure, clean form of oxygen that it is helping to detoxify you from the inside out, which we all know that a lot of health benefits, come more from the inside than what you're doing cosmetically on the outside. So it is really important to take care of your whole body, and this is going to be giving you that benefit as well. So start with a really clean base. Obviously, when you're doing facials at a spa or from your home studio,
when they say like we request, we have to
no. So obviously getting the skin really, really nice and clean, and then you can follow up with a exfoliator. The mask that we're going to be using, the whipping mask that you guys are going to see me prepare in a little bit, is one of those masks that also helps to keep cleaning. So let's say you have a client that did come in with a lot of makeup, you do your double cleanse, they still kind of have some makeup sitting on their skin. That mask is going to help to take off whatever remainder of anything that's been in the pores before you continue with the oxygen and the spray therapy. I need a trash can. So I'm just going to do 2 passes with the wipes to make sure that I got off as much makeup as possible. Thank you. Again, if I was cut off at the beginning, we're at the International Congress of Aesthetics and Spa in Dallas, Texas. We are located all the way in the front. As soon as you walk in, to the right. What's our booth number?
It's our 1655 booth number. Booth 1609. We're going to be here today and tomorrow. We have really, really great sales. We're demonstrating a lot of our systems and how to use them, answering any questions about them. So the benefit to seeing us live is that you really get to see how we recommend doing treatments. Now, the O2toDerm does function with its own products, and it's a Korean line of skincare. We are going to start with the whipping mask, so that's what we're going to do first. I already have some distilled water in here. That's what you dilute this mask with. This, again, is a whipping mask. You do need to actually literally whip it until it gets to a really thick consistency. So it has the texture of almost like marshmallow fluff once you mix it. So we're going to do equal parts. You can use a fan brush. That's typically what I would use. But today I'm going to use just a popsicle stick. Yes, it's great for all skin types. It's especially good for acne and anyone who has a lot of congestion, oily skin. With the LED light, that kind of makes it better for an anti-aging treatment or a brightening treatment. So yeah, it's going to be safe for all skin types. The actual system itself, like I said, doesn't really have any contraindications. You can combine it with any kind of facials. A lot of people have been doing the hydrodermabrasion. So a lot of our hydro machines, people will combine with the oxygen just to get kind of a boost, upgrade their services. Definitely gives you more opportunity to just keep upgrading your clients, give them better results within a shorter period of time. This whole treatment by itself, if you don't combine it with anything, is going to be about 30 minutes. Now, this mask does tend to get really thick, so I always recommend that when you are ready to remove it, that you remove it with a spatula or a skin scrubber first. Wilson, I need you to look to see if people are asking comments or asking things in the comments.
Just waiting.
They're just waiting. Okay, so you want the mask to have a lot of oxygen bubbles as well. So I don't know if anyone saw it when it was like at the beginning, but it was really, really watery, and now it's getting really thick. So that's what makes it get to that consistency. It's just that whipping motion.
But let it. You gotta move it around because I know the cables are in between, so that's why. Yeah. Talk.
Hi. Can you hear me better?
Yeah.
Nice. I have to stand like completely still. Look, okay. So this is what I was trying to demonstrate, is that it gets really thick. So it starts off really watery, and then the more you whip it, it just turns into almost like a meringue.
Can you do it beforehand, or you have to do it when you're mixing it?
It doesn't go flat. So if you mix it beforehand, as long as it's not too much in advance, it should be fine. I like doing it in front of people because then they're like, whoa, that's insane. Like, and I started off with such a small amount of product, and look at how much I have. Like, so yeah, the more air you incorporate into it, the better it's gonna work on the skin. And that's really what you wanna have. The more air you introduce into it as well, the more oxygen is gonna penetrate. So you just wanna really, really, really whip it. So now we're super thick. Right? It like doesn't seem like it's gonna get like that, but then it does. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and apply it on the skin. Now with the first part of this facial, it's just gonna be under the dome for like 5 minutes. If you use this mask on its own, you could leave it on a little bit longer. But yeah, it's gonna go under the dome with the oxygen for 5 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and remove it and continue with the rest of the treatment. That's gonna be the ampules. And you'll notice like a really, honestly, immediate brightening effect by the end of the facial, by the end of the treatment. I've been amazed with the results that we've gotten with this machine and with these products as well. They work super well on all skin types, and they're very, very brightening and hydrating. So you always walk out really glowy, which I know is what everyone wants. So it is a really thick mask. It's a little bit easier to apply with a fan brush, but I don't have a fan brush on me. How's that feeling on your skin? Soft? It's like cloud. Okay, perfect. So, I'm going to let this sit. I'm going to put the dome now. So, what I'm going to do is connect this. A lot of people ask me about this. You have to pull this metal part down to attach it to the gun. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to connect the ampule. So the ampules come in these little containers like this. One of these is enough for up to like 3 or 4 people. You don't have to use the entire thing. Can you hear me? So as long as you're using about 1/3 of it, that's going to be enough. It's very, very thick. We're not going to use this yet, but I am preparing it. So now, this is where all the magic happens. As soon as you turn this machine on, you want to turn on the anion function. That's what's creating that pure, clean oxygen. And then the flow with the dome, you're always really going to use it on one. That's going to be the strongest for the actual dome itself. Set red light. We're going to do anti-aging today. Red light is going to be the best for that. And then this, we'll do a timer of 5 minutes. And then we just kind of let her sit. With this, you will do 5 minutes at the beginning with the whipping mask. After you do the spray therapy, which stays on the skin, you don't have to wash this off. Then you're going to go ahead and finish with the energy cream, which is the moisturizer that comes with this machine. It's a really, really nice cream. It's a little bit on the more, like a thicker, it's not thick in terms of consistency, but it is a really hydrating moisturizer. But I have found that even with acneic clients, oily clients, it doesn't really make them break out. It doesn't make them have oilier skin. It's just that right consistency where everyone reacts really well to it. So once you apply that at the end of the facial, your client will sit under the dome for another 20 minutes. The flow of air feels very mild. It doesn't feel super strong, like you're being like hit with a wave of wind. And because it's oxygen, it's obviously completely clear. A lot of people ask like, oh, I don't see anything coming out. It's just oxygen. There's no steam, there's no mist. So the water is helping to purify that. And then after they're done with this, a lot of the benefits come from the serum as well. So the serum that comes with the O2derm is these ampules. They are loaded with vitamins for the skin, really hydrating. It's a water base, but it almost feels like an oil because it's so rich. And that's what's very plumping about this treatment. Once you use that and you kind of spray it on, massage it into the skin, then you notice a lot of like glowiness, a lot of that brightening, the plumping. And yeah, it has a lot of antioxidants in it as well. All of these things can also be purchased separately from the machine. You don't have to have the system to use the O2derm products. Does anyone have any questions? Yeah. So, no question? Not yet. Okay. You're like, I'm thinking of something for later. Yeah. So just the oxygen you can technically do every day. So if you just want to sit under the oxygen every single day, you could do that. It's going to have a lot of internal health benefits that I was mentioning the more you do it. You can sit under for 20, 30 minutes. LED light you can also do every single day. So not necessarily the exfoliating like the whipping mask. You could use a serum every day. You don't have to. You can just use your normal skincare. When I use the O2derm, I just have like my normal serum and moisturizer that I wear, and I'll sit under the light with the oxygen. And over time, it has really, really great benefits. Obviously, with LED lights, it is more of a progressive treatment. You're going to notice the results the more you do it, the more consistent you are with it, the better your results are going to be, and the longer lasting they're going to be. But yeah, with the oxygen and the LED, both are treatments that can be done on a daily basis.
But
20 to 30 minutes.
so I can plug it in.
Clients, I would say every 2 to 4 weeks, they should be coming in for a treatment.
You just have to think.
Just to get the best benefits. I mean, typical facials, you want your clients to be coming in at least once a month. So once a month is perfectly fine. Again, you can add this on to any other facial that you're doing. If you're doing a European facial, an active facial, hydrating facial, anything you can finish with the O2derm with LED. It's going to be a really good treatment no matter what. But yeah, 2 to 4 weeks is what I would say. Especially for acne, you want to do it a little bit more consistently because acne is one of those things, just like pigmentation. If you don't keep working on it, it's not actually going to go away. Your skin isn't going to fully recover. You'll still have pigmentation, scarring, etc. So I would say more so on the line for 2 weeks, if that's the case, if that's what they're working on. We just have 1 minute left under here, and then I'm going to take everything off, and then we'll do, the rest is like super easy, so I'll have time to answer a lot of questions at the end too. Hi, Instagram. Is anyone asking any questions in the comments? Wow. Hey, you guys already know the drill. We've done a lot of these. So,
No,
Okay, so with the oxygen gun, you want to set the flow a little bit higher.
Yeah,
So we're going to go all the way up to 4 or 5 is going to be good for this one. Okay, perfect. So I actually don't need it right now. So we're going to have to take the mask off first. So like I was saying, you do want to scrape it off beforehand because it is really, really thick. So we're going to go ahead and just pull the skin kind of tight and then take as much of that mask off as possible. Yes. Yeah, with the blue and the green, I always will put the LED goggles on. With this mask, it's really best to have those LED goggles if you don't have this to attach. We have ours that have the strings, so it's a little hard not to get the mask. And if it's have you ever done oxygen therapy? I think you're gonna really like this.
Tienes que comprar algo, yo te di eso. El sudor de mi frente, yo les expliqué bastante también.
Lo de la luz LED.
No, los precios.
No, that's so
Cuando
funny.
vean que sea un trago.
You take that.
I'm gonna get water real quick.
Lejos de casa. Lejos de casa. Pero muy lejos. A distancia avión, tú sabes.
Okay, now that I've taken the majority of the whipping mask off, I'm gonna go ahead and take the remainder off with some gauze. You can use sponges, you can use a towel, whatever you typically would use to remove a mask. I'm using gauze because it's nice and soft.
Where are you guys looking?
This mask is super, super thick. If you don't remove it with the spatula beforehand, you will never get it off.
Cable.
Okay. Wait,
The
you
cable.
don't hear me now. No?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So we need to figure out if there's a system.
Okay, someone is asking what is the main ingredients in the mask?
In the whipping mask,
Yes.
it's mostly just really mild exfoliants. So not like chemical, like not like an acid, but it's a mild exfoliant. So I'd have to actually go into the protocol to see which are like the very specific ones. But it is not, it has a lot of hygienic ingredients as well, so it's not one of those masks that you put on and then you can feel that your skin is like really tight or anything like that. You're not going to feel that.
Can you not use it with a peel if it's got exfoliating?
No, you can. You could definitely, instead of doing a whipping mask, you can do an enzyme exfoliant, you can do a mild peel, or like another type of acid peel that's more of just like a mild exfoliator. You can do it after hydro, you can do it after micro. It just depends what you're incorporating it into. So if you're already doing a specific kind of facial, and you're already using an exfoliant, you don't necessarily have to use both because obviously that would be a lot of exfoliation. So okay, perfect. Now, the air comes out immediately. The spray is not going to come out until I actually pull the trigger. I always like to, if I'm on level 5, I always like to kind of protect their eyes as I'm going on their skin, just so it doesn't feel uncomfortable.
Valeria, ¿para qué tipo de piel es ideal esta mascarilla?
Bueno, la mascarilla va a funcionar con cualquier tipo de piel, pero muchas personas le usan el tratamiento de oxígeno específicamente para la piel que tiene acné o granos o breakouts, porque es algo que es muy, no me say detoxing, desintoxicante. What I was saying was that the mask is going to be great for all skin types, but I have found that people specifically really like it for acneic skin and oily skin because it's really detoxing.
Are you needing help?
Feels really cooling. A lot of times I'll spray it and then I keep using the oxygen to really just push it in as far as I can go into the skin. Again, level 5 is a really, really strong flow there, so it definitely helps to make your product penetrate a little bit better. So since you were having those breakouts, this is definitely something that's going to help. Soft? Yeah. It's nice. It's nice and cooling. If you're doing a lot of... We use this a lot in combination with our microneedling machine. Because obviously a lot of times after microneedling, people will be really sensitive or they feel like their skin is a little inflamed. So a lot of times after we do microneedling with low radio frequency that this machine does, we will put clients under the dome, or that's what we recommend that people do if they have both systems. It's a great way to get even better results from your microneedling treatment. And then just to calm down the skin and make sure that everything is working nicely.
Valeria, ¿qué solución estás aplicando?
Ahorita estoy aplicando el suero o la ampolla que viene con el sistema. Los ingredientes son muchas vitaminas y antioxidants para la piel. Por eso es un tratamiento que, como dije, es muy bueno para el acné. Y también para hidratar. Like, you can feel on the skin as I'm massaging it in how much softer it is, how hydrating it is. And then any redness that she's experiencing, the LED light will also help to calm down. So I'm going to go ahead and put on some protective goggles for you. These are brand new. Is that comfortable? So the last treatment, once you put the oxygen cream on, is going to be just a 20 minutes under the dome after you apply your serums and your creams. If you're using other products with this as well, you're going to do that before the energy cream. So after this, but before you put the final moisturizer on, this is really going to help to kind of seal everything in. It's going to help everything penetrate more. You should feel a really light flow of oxygen as well. Very, very light. It doesn't feel too aggressive. It's very comfortable. Every time I sit under this, I fall asleep. So, it's really nice. Yeah, and most people, when they get out and I show them their face afterwards too, they're always like, I don't even need makeup right now. Like, it's amazing. It works well for so many different types of skin. So, for anyone who's just joining us on the live, we are at the International Congress of Aesthetics and Spa in Dallas, Texas, and we are demonstrating an oxygen facial. We're about to close out our live because she's going to be sitting here for quite a long time. But if you guys have any questions, you can always submit them to our Instagram page. You can put them under the comments of any of our posts, and our social media person will always get back to you. But yeah, you guys should come see us tomorrow if you're in Dallas, Texas. I keep forgetting the Oh yeah, and if anyone wants to be a model tomorrow, we have some spots open. We're doing demos at 11, at 1, and at 3. Okay, the first one of the day at 11 is going to be a hydrodermabrasion. At 1, we're doing body treatments, and at 3, we're going to do the oxygen again. Tends to be a really popular one for people to watch. But yeah, she's just going to be sitting here for a while. And we can close out the live. Thank you guys so much. Submit your questions. ¿Por 20 minutos?
Whatever. Keep talking.
I mean, I can.
How much was the show price for that machine?
The show price for this is $4,900. So normally it's $5,300, $4,900 at the show. Again, this is the only system here that has all 3 different functions. So we're the only distributor in the United States that has the oxygen with the LED, with the anion feature, with the spray therapy. It's a really, really good price. You're not, I mean, definitely not at any other point of the year would you get the show price that we're having now.
Larry, are you coming to Long Beach, California?
Yeah, we are going to Long Beach. We are going to be there in October for the August.
Yes.
August. Okay, yeah. Yes, we will be there. We'll have all of our machines with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. So you guys should definitely come out. We're going to Long Beach. We're going to Vegas.
Vegas in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. We're going to West Palm and Miami in October. So definitely, if you're in any of those areas, come by. We have a showroom in Florida near Fort Lauderdale. We have a showroom in Brooklyn, New York. And we're thinking of starting one in Houston. So we're in the process of figuring that out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Any other questions there? That was nice. Any more questions? All right. Thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you guys. And come visit us.